What is up with you guys? So basically I just want to like wrap all of this up, I guess, a little bit into a video. So if I've been thinking really hard, man, and it's hard for me to like think about like what the hell to do, right? So I'm thinking maybe one song, I don't know, man. So when you upload to Ditto or to DistroKid, you're giving them a copy of you're basically giving them the master, like a copy, I guess, of a master copy of it, right? And you got to look in the details of Ditto contract and DistroKid contract, and you have to look at all the fucking details. And if you have the fucking money, spend the money on a lawyer to have them look over it and have them tell you exactly how they're stealing your fucking soul. You know what I mean? Because YouTube is pretty fucking simple, obviously, right? You can look at that contract and it's like, you know, it's a basic YouTube license, but at the same time, YouTube doesn't have the features that DistroKid and Ditto has. You know what I mean? YouTube pays you 50%, right? Straight up. You get 1,000 subscribers, you get 4,000 watched hours, which is pretty fucking simple. I'm not gonna lie. Like on this channel alone, like, you know, I have like 100 hours already, like in this last month, and I already have like 80 something hours, right? And I already have like 47 subscribers and, like, you know, not even that many views, right? But it's a snowball effect, you know what I mean? So the devil's in the details, man. When you are independent, you need to have, so my point is, YouTube doesn't have all the features that the other two have, like DistroKid or Ditto, right? And those features are being puts you on Spotify. It gives you all this other shit, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. So that right there might be worth even sacrificing one, maybe up to 3, maybe 5 songs, maybe, right? Up to 5 songs, maybe an album on said distribution platforms, either DistroKid or Ditto, and then having that kind of be just the root to it all, and maybe even, you know, put it on an outro, like, yeah, check out my YouTube channel, like, you know what I mean, like, and having it be straight up a link, you know, like on an outro, like, yo, like for sure, like, thank you for tapping in with your boy, check out my YouTube channel. Like, you know, I don't think any artist has done that, but let's just be fucking real ones and just do whatever the fuck it is we want to do, right? So now, why am I saying put a couple songs on there? Just to get it out there on the web, on the Tarantula, even more. And YouTube doesn't do that for you. YouTube, all you do on YouTube is just put that shit up on YouTube, but you're not gonna get any kind of like, somebody can download it off of YouTube, and then once they download it off of YouTube, that stream that they're playing, you're not gonna get paid for all those streams that you get once they downloaded it off of YouTube. That's the only reason I'm telling you not to do it that way, right? That's the only reason I'm telling you not to do it that way, is because when you put it on YouTube, somebody can download it off of YouTube and then play that song over and over again in their shit, and you're not gonna get paid for any of that. That's the only downside. Although the upside to that is that you have a person willing to do all of that process in order to have your song. So that's good. So you have a person doing that for you, and then you have multiple people, and then, you know, they're gonna listen to your shit, but it's not gonna get played as much because it's harder to hold it down on the YouTube, because you know how it is to play a song on YouTube. You have to have that shit open, right? And obviously you don't have to have it open on I got cotton mouth and I just brushed my teeth. That's a little nasty, but my point is, you don't have to have it open on Ditto and DistroKid, and that's why I say put up you know, just 5 songs, you know what I mean? maybe, I don't know, because I still haven't even started out, you know what I mean? I have so many, like, I have a couple of songs written, like I have like good 6 songs written, and you know, like a couple instrumentals ready to lay some down, but I just haven't, because I'm just like, okay, if I'm gonna put it up just on YouTube, you know, and how am I gonna like, I need to have, this is another thing, like I need to have my song freaking copywritten. I need to have it copywritten, which it is low key, but not to a certain extent, and I don't even know kind of what I'm trying to say, but I do. And let me just throw some information out there, like, you know, you have to have your song obviously copywritten and trademarked, right? And you have to have it licensed some way, right? You have to have it registered, right? It's a whole process. Look into that, right? I kind of know what I'm talking about, because I was just like, oh man, like I got to do this too, and I'm like, all right, I'm done, because I had a whole research. It's a whole other step to research, right? Like, not only do you have to have, it's kind of like having almost like a fictitious name for your like it's almost like you're like having like a little type of record label, right? It's like, because a fictitious name for a business is super easy to get, right? And that's kind of like a licensing and registering your song on the web, right? Regardless of if it's on Spotify or DistroKid, because this is, I believe this is what DistroKid and not Spotify, excuse me, DistroKid and Ditto, I believe that's what excuse me, that's what they do, is they freaking these guys over here working and shit, they freaking that's what they do. They register your shit, and then they distribute it, you know, along all of those platforms, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that you need a we out here in the ghetto, like this is my little apartment building right here, little sneak preview. But yeah, man, that's my point, man, is be ready, register your songs. Like, I'm trying to throw out as much information out there to help you as much. Like, register your song, copyright it. What else? Just look into that. Look into, like, Google like independent artists, like how to start an independent label, you know, and how to start a label, and how to register your music, you know, independently. Yeah, man, like, you know, you got to get like it's like it's a fictitious, I don't know exactly what it is, right? Because it's like, I'm trying to help you out at the same time. So it's like a kind of like a fictitious name for like a company type. It's like a license for the song, and it's kind of like I guess they put like a code on there or something like that. When somebody plays it, like, that's when, you know, you get that kickback, that royalty, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you know, that's how you get, you know, all your royalties. And you know, you got to make sure you get all your royalties in this game, ladies and gentlemen. And you make sure that you get your freaking masters. You know, you got to keep your masters. You keep your masters, and you know, get all your fucking royalties, and you're good to go. You know, once you have all that set, once you have your song registered, once you own your masters, like nobody else owns it, like you haven't, like, for instance, like when you own something, is like you haven't gone into a studio and you haven't recorded it somewhere else, you know, because the contracts, you know what I mean? Even I'm sure even when you go into a studio, like you know, you sign a contract type, you know, and you know, make sure to not leave your master, your song, the copy, right? Like the master copy to the song anywhere, you know, take it out of their system, like keep it, it's yours. It's not theirs, because they will get the fucking money, you know? That's, you know, the people who own the song or the lyrics, you know, that's, they get all the royalties, you know what I mean? And the people who own masters, you know, regardless of the artist, like, it's those people that, like, that get paid, you know what I mean? So look into the business side. If you can afford a lawyer, please do so. you know, please do so. And yeah, man, this is like a 10-minute video. I hope you got a lot of information out of it. And I don't want to make this video too long. I don't know what else I can say. Let me just scratch the head of my, top of my head real quick, just to kind of think about what else I haven't said. Yeah, man, just that's why I put a couple songs out there like that, is just to get it out more. And if you want to do the work, you can. I'm sure you can somehow. I just don't know, like, I haven't done it, but I'm sure you can start up your own Spotify, and exactly what Ditto or DistroKid does for you. I'm sure you can do it. You got to put money down on Google Ads. If you're putting it on YouTube, you got to make sure you copyright it right. You get that royalty in, that kickback in. You register the song right. You know all that good stuff, right? You copyright, trademark, register, like, you know what I'm trying to say. So when somebody plays it over and over again, or downloads it, like, that's the situation. That's the only sticky situation, is that when somebody downloads it off of YouTube, right? When somebody downloads it off of anywhere else, probably like Spotify, for instance, like, I guess I'm kind of sounding a little bit like redundant, but like, you don't need to, you don't need to. And then like that, it works, right? Like, that's the only like cool thing about the Ditto and the DistroKid, is that every time somebody plays your shit, like, you get paid. But at the same time, they do take like 20-30%, but it's better than 50, but YouTube pays you. I've never heard of anybody saying YouTube hasn't paid me, Ditto and Ditto and even DistroKid has had problems a little bit, Ditto has had way more problems with not paying people. And if you look at the comments, like, it's because of like you have to have like cleared samples and your instrumentals right, and you have to have everything set, you know what I mean? You have to have if your samples aren't cleared and your instrumental isn't yours, if you don't have the exclusives to your instrumental, you're gonna get hit with that with something, you know what I mean? Or if your downloads are fishy, if you look at the comments, like, somebody was talking about how like they basically like was it fraudulent plays or something. I forgot exactly what it went like, but if you you have to be careful with even the streams, they think it's like fraudulent, you know what I mean? Like, that you just bought streams and shit, you know what I mean? So you have to look into that, man. And YouTube is way much easier than all that bullshit. So that's why I say just do a couple songs just to get it out there even more. And other than that, if you just don't feel like doing that, man, now that I think about it, and for those of you who are still here watching me, man, maybe just listen to how I said about how getting everything, all the legal aspects right, you know what I mean? Like, talk to a lawyer. If you got $200, talk to a lawyer real quick. If you got money to promote your YouTube, your YouTube, your songs, promote the damn song yourself. You know what I mean? There you go. Open up a Spotify account. You know what I mean? So I hope this video has helped you out, man. I try not to talk too much because I do talk a lot, but I love you guys. And please make sure to subscribe, hold your boy down, like this video if you liked it, and comment down below if you have any other type of, let's just open up a conversation, you know what I mean? Let's just help each other out, man. And yeah, man, it's hard in the game. Like, it's damn near like a slave auction in the damn rap game nowadays. So if you don't, be careful, you will get fucked, you know what I mean? Like, it's bad, you know what I mean? But I love you guys. Deuce.